Now, when it comes to dining out, frugal people have to eat too, and they do enjoy going out to dining just like the rest of us. Now, overall, when it comes to being frugal and dining out, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to make that experience just a little bit cheaper. And any way that people can save money is a really big one, guys. Now, the first one, of course, choosing your spots based on coupons, based on deals, based on Groupon, based on things that you can get much cheaper. Now, this can also include Taco Tuesday. It can be, Rib Wednesday or Steak Thursday. There's a lot of places which chain restaurants and even a lot of individual restaurants that do offer a significant discount for dining off of the peak hours, the Friday, Saturday nights. If you're going during the week, if you're going a little bit earlier in the day, a lot of chances are that you can get the happy hours, you can get a lot cheaper meal at restaurants that you love at a much discounted price. Now, in addition to this, guys, you have to keep in mind dining out can be very expensive if it is not played correctly, which is the reason why we're really looking at this. Now, of course, you have to make sure that you know the menu, you know exactly what you're going to be ordering, because there are certain things that are discounted. Retail Me Not, honey, there's a couple different places that you can get third-party coupons that you can apply, but make sure that you can apply them before ordering what is on the menu, guys, because there are some places, even though the coupon is for the retailer, they will not take it when it comes to the dining experience. Now, second one we look at is the loyalty or the rewards programs. A lot of places, if you're going to on a frequent kind of regular basis, they have rewards programs that are going to reward you with additional perks, purchases, discounts, a lot of different incentives if you come in again at specific times. Now, we see this with Starbucks, we see it with Salsaritas, we see it with Dunkin' Donuts, we see it with a ton of different places, guys, that all have the app, all have the rewards program, where if you order ahead, you get a discount, you get, reward programs, you get reward points, you get free items, you get discounts. There are a lot of ones that'll give free entrees, free desserts. When you're going out to eat, especially on your birthday, they will go ahead and reward you. Third one, guys, don't buy the drinks. That is right, guys. The drinks are the most expensive thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, especially if you're buying the fun ones, if you're buying the alcoholic drinks, if you're buying a lot of them. We have seen them go up a crazy amount. If you're going out for the experience, it might be fun to have a drink or share a drink. Water is really all that you need. But when you look at a soda, $2, $3, $4 at some places. When you start getting into the alcoholic beverages, one glass of beer can be roughly $6 to $8 depending on the time of day. And then if you're looking at any drinks short of that, you're talking $12, $15, even $20 when it comes to the drinks, meaning that it is super, super expensive when you're adding on your tab, where you might go there for a meal might be 15, 20 bucks. You're adding on a $15 or $20 drink. You're literally doubling what you're spending on there, which again is kind of crazy. Now, they have an old saying that says the early bird does get the worm, guys. And that is, of course, the matinee prices, daytime dining, empty seats, restaurant incentives when business is slow. This is really true, guys. Lunch specials, we see them everywhere. Again, most places, especially the chains, have happy hour. They want to get people in there or really incentivize people to go in there before the rush hour, which is really cool. Because again, if you can make the times work, if you can even do it during the off weeks, it can be a lot cheaper than going out at the prime time dining, making the frugal experience that much sweeter. Next one we look at is doubling up on date night. Now, this is very interesting, guys. We've actually been to a couple places with our friends that do sharing. So instead of you ordering your own meal itself, they actually do plate sharing, which we've seen this gain a lot of popularity in a bunch of different places. So instead of ordering, 4 entrees for 4 people, you order 6 kind of sub plates and everybody shares everything. It is a truly great experience when it comes to dining. That way you can try everything in a smaller portion. You're not overeating, and it is actually a little bit cheaper because the entree portions are a little bit smaller. Now, in addition to this, guys, you can also share. Depending on the portion sizes at some restaurants, they can be incredibly generous, meaning that if you do get 2 entrees, either of you are not going to eat your entree in their entirety, meaning that all that food is just going to waste. Again, overall, not a frugal method to really do this. Next one we look at is the appetizers and the desserts. When you look at apps and desserts, guys, they are both similar to the alcoholic beverages, very, very expensive. It is really kind of thinking of it as the add-on items when it comes to looking at the menu. And again, you can look at your entree, which might be $15 to $20. Some of the desserts run $8, $10, $12. Some of the apps are even $10, $12, $15. You're literally, again, doubling the cost of going out and just having a meal. And again, a lot of people that order entrees or order dessert with the main meal, it's getting not only very, very expensive, but you're also throwing a lot of food away because the majority of people do not eat enough to finish everything that is out there. And the last one, guys, going out, but going out rarely. Again, when it comes to dining out, especially with the frugal mindset, it is very expensive to dine out. We literally got food from a Coney Island. It was over $50 for 4 people to eat at a Coney Island, which again is kind of crazy to think. It was roughly $15 a person to get hot dogs and french fries, and that is all we got. There was no appetizers, there was no dessert, there wasn't anything out there. So when you start looking at all of the trimmings, adding things on there, it can get incredibly expensive. Also, with the dining experience, remember, you still do have to have the tip. So if you're going out with, let's say, 4 people, you're dropping $100 and $150, depending on where you're going. If you're getting drinks, we've seen the bills go $200, $300, $400, which is kind of crazy. Going out and enjoying it. Now, with that being said, guys, the frugal mindset is really a different kind of mindset. And overall, if you like going out with your friends, if you like the dining experience, if you like having drinks, put it in the budget. We say this every single time, guys, that we do a video, really talking about the budget. If there's a lot of things you enjoy, let's say you're planning on 3 times a month, 4 times a month, you're going out to eat, you're going to spend, $30, $40 a time. As long as it works financially, as long as it works in the budget, absolutely, guys, put it in the budget if it is something that you love to do. This is with any entertainment, and you really have to stress not so much the budget, but more of the lifestyle aspect, where if you love to collect cards, if you love to go to the movies, if you love to go to concerts, putting it in the budget, making it and paying for it up front is going to make a huge, huge difference, guys. Now, in addition, before we conclude, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And the final one, guys, when you look at retail shopping, when you look at Costco, when you look at Sam's Club, when you look at BJ's, when you look at a lot of the bulk retailers, you can pre-buy gift cards for a majority of the chain restaurants that are out there at a discounted price. So now, again, you really do have to make sure that you are getting what you're paying for. So what I mean by that is a lot of places will not let you use coupons in conjunction with gift cards. Some places do, but we have seen places, again, that do not allow them to kind of work in conjunction to save you an incredible amount of money. So when it comes to either pre-buying the gift cards, knowing exactly where you're going, planning the night out, exactly how much you're going to spend, or you're going on Groupon, and we do this a lot when it comes to places like we have a local kind of theme park, CJ Barrymore's. You can actually get Groupons and you can actually get gift cards for there, roughly 50% off than if you just went there and bought it yourself, which is an incredible savings, guys. You're literally cutting the amount that you're going to spend when you're going out by 50% in some cases by knowing what you're doing, pre-buying what you're spending, and knowing exactly how much you're going to spend. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's frugal video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.